What is up, internet? Welcome back to Milehighkei, America's #1 K-car channel. In today's video, I'm going to show you what I got done on the van over Memorial Day weekend. So, thanks for watching, and let's get to it. What is up, internet? Thanks again for joining me in another video. So, I had a pretty long weekend. I had a 5-day weekend, so I decided to get a bunch of stuff done on the van. I didn't really film and do commentary as I was doing it because I just really wanted to get as much stuff done as possible this weekend. So I'm going to kind of give you an overview and insert in time lapses that I made as I was doing it. I just wanted to keep my head down, get a bunch of work done, and now you get to see the outcome of that. Biggest thing that I got done, as you can see, is the new false floor for the van. So I made this out of some spare plywood. I needed to raise up the floor about 3 or 4 inches in order to give clearance for the new distributor and intake manifold for the Beat engine. Here's a cool little hatch that I made. And on there, I just used some cabinet hinges to give a nice tucked away look to where it is totally flat and you can't see the hinge when it's closed. Then there's just a little piece of nylon strap that acts as the handle. And along the sides is some kind of thick, squishy foam that I'm gonna hopefully be able to create a total seal around here. I'm waiting on some sound and fire resistant sheeting. It's the stuff that is silver on one side and it's kind of sticky on the other. So that'll go over there to obviously protect from heat and also hopefully reduce the sound, because since there's only a little piece of plywood in between, it's gonna be pretty loud. Then on the sides here, I have some aluminum L bracket that just holds it up. I do need to continue it on all the way around and then figure out something in the corner here that goes down to block off these kind of catches. So they just catch on these little things in the corners, and as it goes down, it holds it down. side note, I don't know if I filmed this at all, but I installed my super awesome basket. This is a cargo basket. This was a genuine Honda option. These are pretty rare and you don't want to know how much I paid for it. But right now it's just holding some extra supplies that I have. Going up here, the ECU and the box for the wiring, some fuel hose, as well as I put together the new fuel pump and filter assembly. I got the sensor that I forgot to put in, the cam positioning sensor. That was a huge ordeal, which I'll insert right now. But yeah, all that effort just for this one little sensor clip right here. So this part of the wiring harness kind of loops down right there. And then there's another one for the cat temperature sensor. And then these two clips right here are what connects the engine harness to the ECU. So now I will have to wire in the ECU wiring harness in order to match up with the beats. And I do have a full diagram that I colored for myself so I know where things go. So this is where those two clips are. So I just need to make sure that these correspond with the wires from the Max ECU Mini. Another thing I did wiring wise was I redid the pigtails for the injectors. So these have some injectors out of an Accord, and the clip for them, which I have laying around here somewhere. So these are the clips for the injector pigtails that came stock on the harness. These ones did not fit because the new injectors are out of a Accord, so I believe they're OBD2, and I think this car is OBD0. So this did not work, so I had to get these pigtails. These are just from eBay, and I had to cut these off and solder them in so that this clip goes onto the injector. And unfortunately, this side didn't fit into the old plug, or else I would have just had the big pigtail just go straight into it. But I think it looks pretty nice. Loops around really good. The reason why they're green is I keep telling myself that I'm color coding the engine. So green in my brain is fuel. So green means go, so it's fuel. Anything that has to deal with the ignition system or the cooling system, as you can see down there, is blue. And then I was going to make the vacuum system orange. So it kind of brightens up the engine bay a little bit. It is mostly aesthetic, but kind of functional as well, just to be able to troubleshoot and problem solve a little easier if it's color coded. Now that this side of the car, the back of the car, is all done, I can show you what I did on the front. So I'm continuing this whole carpeted look up into the front of the car. The Acty Street model actually came with carpeting, but I tried to win some off of Yahoo Auctions once, and it was like $500 in order to ship it here because it was an oversized item. So I just decided to make it myself. So if we walk around here, you can see where I laid out the carpeting. So the carpeting goes underneath the box in the back and goes down and all the way underneath the front seats. I do have these cool trim pieces that go along the edge, and this one, which is out of a street, and they didn't come on my van, so these are just kind of sitting in there right now. I had to order the special little plastic things that go in the slot right here so that you can screw into it. But I think it turned out pretty nice. Not very noticeable, but I think around the edges it really does clean things up and makes it look a little bit more finished. I am going to do the same in the front wheel wells. Sorry, this is the piece to the hatch door. But so there's gonna be carpet underneath the floor mats and the seats up here. And I do have some trim pieces that go over the wheel arch that will hold the carpeting in. So that will look really nice as soon as I get there. But I keep telling myself I need to stop focusing on the aesthetic things and make it actually work. So that is the next big step, is to complete the wiring and get us closer to actually starting the car. Alright, so just a quick little video just to bring you up to speed on all the stuff that I got done on the van over the long weekend. Super excited with all the progress that I've been able to get done so far, and really stoked to start on this mess of actually wiring the car and getting the beat swap running. But again, that's it for now. Thank you so much for watching, and remember, keep it small.